Hi, my friends. How are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for the 21st of June 2021 is Monday. Happy summer solstice to those in the northern hemisphere. Happy winter solstice to my friends in the southern hemisphere. We got a powerful, not only we have a very powerful weekend, but this Monday is a whammer. A whammer? I don't know, whatever, we're going with it. This is a lot going on. So things got stirred up this weekend, right? There's been a lot of communication, confrontation possibly, potentially, a bit of steer-headedness maybe with the energy, this grand air trine, moon balance, connecting with Saturn, then going into this deeper place of the moon entering Scorpio. Now the sun enters the sign of Cancer, 0 degrees of Cancer. We have the moon moving through the middle degrees of Scorpio today and creating an opposition to Uranus. Okay, this is about our emotions being stirred up, things becoming uncomfortable and in our face. This is like you cannot run from your shadow. You cannot escape death. You cannot escape responsibility. We can't escape things. Part of this is about follow through. If we commit to something, follow through with it. And if we're having this inkling, something I say quite often on this channel, if spirit is inspiring or giving us intuition, first it's a tickle of the feather, then it's a tap on the shoulder, then it's getting hit in the face with a brick. So things need to change, things need to shift, things need to loosen up, and we have to look at our own reflection. We have to look at ourselves as the co-creators of our experiences, and we have to looking in our deeper physiology or psychology about the things that are holding us back and the things that we are doing that are essentially imprisoning us in our own mind or our own repeated patterns. Now we have 2 trines going on today. We have a fire trine that's just beginning, something we talked about over the weekend, which is the south node in the sign of Sagittarius. We have trine to Chiron in the sign of Aries. South node in Sagittarius, this is a letting go. This is releasing information, stuff that's locked into that cycle upstairs that's like, okay, this is what I think is real. This is what I think is reality. This is what I think is truth. North node in Gemini is saying we're rediscovering what is real. We're rediscovering our truth. We're rediscovering our boundaries. Then we have Mars at 6 degrees. So this is going to be going on all week long, this fire trine, which is awesome because Mars action in Leo is persistence. Leo and Capricorn have a similar energy in that sense of persistence. The bull of Taurus, there's persistence, but there's stubbornness there. Where the fire sign of Leo is like, let's go, let's drive, let's make things happen. It's courage, not stubbornness. It's interesting energy because it's about passion, creativity, expression. So let me show you this trine here. So Mars is moving forward. We're releasing, we're letting go, and we're healing ourselves. And there's nothing stopping us except ourselves or our own actions. And if we start a process and then try to just jump ship and try to skip out before that process is finished, that's the only way we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot in this one. And this is going to be a karmic lesson that's going to kind of come back and bite us later in life. Saturn wants us to learn to be responsible. So now the moon here in the sign of Scorpio, creating the square to Saturn, where it's like the moon wants to hide out. It doesn't want to acknowledge certain aspects of control that we have, certain aspects of our own power, our own manipulation. Scorpio energy. We say and do things to avoid. We say and do things, gaslight, manipulate other people so that we can believe our own lies. Saturn, square to Uranus opposed to the moon, not happening. This little T-square is a big deal this month. So the justice, the information, the insight that got brought up with this grand air trine, whatever complications it may have brought over the weekend or insight it brought over the weekend, positive, whatever it may have been, we're getting kind of hit in the face with it today. And this persistency, this tenacity is saying, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to run and hide. I'm not going to try to escape my emotions. I'm not going to put a Band-Aid on a broken bone because it's, oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's not. It's not. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. It's not fine. We got to fix that broken bone, baby. Now, there's more. We're going to have a second water trine happening as Venus here is trine to Neptune. This is a big deal. Venus loves Neptune. Venus loves the sign of Pisces because it's limitless. There's boundless. There's no limits to love. No limits to love. So, Venus, love, passions, desires, money, other people that we love, self-love, Cancer, Sun in Cancer. This is about appreciating ourselves, appreciating our home, appreciating our bodies, appreciating other people. Trine up here. Let me go forward a couple hours, 23 degrees by 10 p.m. So 23 degrees Moon, 23 degrees Venus. So now this is about the emotions. So we have the emotion trine happening. At the same time, we have this fire trine happening. And the emotion trine, this water trine, as we see here, is Neptune sextile to Pluto and Moon sextile to Pluto at 26 degrees. Pluto opposing Venus. This is solidifying the change. So we feel it. If you can feel it, you can heal it. I'm going to come back and say that. If you can feel it, you can heal it. Okay? All of this energy is saying, push through, follow through, don't give up on yourselves. Other people will give up on you. They will. Other people will eventually walk away at some point. Other people will draw a line and say, okay, I've done everything I could. Now it's up to you to be responsible. Moon square to Saturn early in the day. It's up to me to be responsible for myself. It's up to me to be responsible for my actions. It's up to me to be responsible for my learning, my growth, and my expansion. It's important and responsible for me to look in the mirror and identify the culprit of my own misery and positivity. You do both, right? We create our own light and dark. Anyway, so the Moon and Neptune sextile to Pluto is about transformation. Transformation. Everything changes. So we have action. Mars moving forward, letting go, releasing, healing our minds, healing our bodies, healing our instincts. How do we react? How do we respond when push comes to shove? Are we having an emotional reaction? Are we avoiding or evading our emotions by taking action on something else? Oftentimes, we try to fix something in somebody else when there's something in ourselves that needs to be fixed. And we focus our attention on other people to take the attention off of ourselves and our own problems. It's like that old verse, the plank in our friend's eye and ignoring the speck in our friend's eye and ignoring the plank in our own. And it's easy to point and nitpick and all this stuff. So this is saying it's back to me. It's back to me. It's back to me. So we have this passionate fire trine saying I'm feeling this energy and nothing's stopping me from continuing. And the beauty of the fire trine is it continues throughout the week, where this water trine, the emotions between Neptune expansion, creativity, our imagination, Venus, our loves, our wants, our moon is our sense of security, our control, or our sometimes lack of control. We can't always control our emotions. They're feelings. You can't control your feelings. Creating this sextile to Pluto, which is about change. It's like, okay, do we recognize that we're going, that when we encounter this problem or we encounter this situation, are we having an emotional reaction this way? Can I learn a new way to go about it? If I'm constantly going in the same repeated pattern, the same loop, it's me. It's if I'm constantly attracting the same partner, or same type of partners, if I'm constantly attracting the same kind of business, the same kind of job, if I'm constantly running into the same kind of problems, it's number one. It's not the outside, it's here. And now we have this passion, this drive to make a change, creative change in our personal lives on an emotional level, as well as this is something that's solidifying the grounded energy of Capricorn and Pluto about transformation is our reputation. Oh yeah, I knew so-and-so. They used to be a real hothead. Oh no, they're a freaking Buddha now. Oh, I know that person. Yeah, they were, an alcoholic. It's like, yeah, well, they learned their lesson. Now they're on the straight and narrow. Whatever it may be. These are just wild examples. It could be absolutely anything. But either way, so it's like our reputation is changing based on the actions that we're taking, which is really powerful, really positive. There's so much with this day. Let me come back here for a quick second. The other side of this grand kite. See, so look right here. We have sextile, sextile, trine, trine, trine. On the other side, trine, trine, fire. So we're looking at the fire right now. South node, trine down to Mars. Mars, trine to Chiron. Chiron sextile to the north node sextile to Mars. This is saying let go, release the past, go in this new direction. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable it is. What's the risk of being an alcoholic? You love drinking. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Is this a sustainable lifestyle? What's the risk if we continue the lifestyle of alcohol? What's the risk to let go of it? We might lose friends. We might not have that sense of security in a social environment of standing behind our drink, or that sense of security on the dance floor of dancing like this with a beverage in our hand. It's like, let loose, man. Oh, but I need this to let loose. I need this so I can be more me. Then do you know yourself? If you need something else to, this isn't about alcohol or something, but this is about, what is the comfort? It's comfortable to be this, but is it sustainable? Is it worth exploring the other options? And I think that's what this has to do with as well, is this is pointing to the north node and this is pointing to Pluto. So the two kites, we have fire pointing to the north node, which is air, information, moving forward in this direction passionately. With the tenacity of, fire spreads fast. It's fast. And that bit of air, whoosh, where the water is going to be a little bit slower. This is a deeper emotional event that's happening internally. And now this is like, okay, well, since you're facing your problems, you're facing your fears, you're facing your shadow, you're confronting your own personal demons. Now we're not talking about something is inside my body and consuming my spirit. No, this is about you, this is mental demons, right? So then it's just like, okay, because we're taking the responsibility and confronting ourselves, we have a change in our attitude, we have a change in our demeanor, we have a change in our communication, we have a change in how we're perceived by other people. And hey, that guy was a real piece of crap back in the day, and he's a really nice person now. That's inspirational to me to do something in my life. Like, wow, I didn't think it could be anything. And now I'm just rambling. All right, rambling. That is our day, my friends. Powerful, powerful start to our week. Enjoy this energy. The water energy will leave us today, but that fire energy is going to stay persistent, which is the beauty of that energy. Persistent fire, passion, drive, creating change in our lives. Love ya. I do wish you enough, and we'll see you tomorrow.